Hey, welcome back everybody. Mr. Fritzy coming at you. Happy Halloween. It's coming, you know. There's ghosts and goblins out there everywhere. So beware. Look, I just tried out this Gila film. Not gorilla, Gila. Gila film. Check it out. Okay, it's a privacy film for glass. You can get it in designs or you can get it in filters, like the filter to sun. This one here is just a design. What happened was on the front here, right here, we have 3 windows. And you can almost see what you're cooking in the kitchen, you know, before we put this stuff up from the road, because it's so open. It's like a bay window. So we decided to put the filter on the middle window, so at least, you know, when people drive by or walk up to the house, these other windows are angled off, so they're not so bad. But this middle window, you could see everything going on the porch and the road, and they could see inside. So we decided to use the Gila film. Now this is first time I did it, so I go online too. I researched how to put it on, and there, you know, it's always best for me to have like three people explain it, or 3 videos, or, you know, different, because everybody does and interprets things differently. So I did that exact thing, and I came up with my own install way, which I hope you like. Anyway, what I did, they have a kit. Well, what happened is we bring the stuff home, get it, we go from Lowe's, we got it, bring it back, and I'm reading it, and it says, oh, you need the Gila application solution. I wish I would have known that when I was at the store, but however, it did not work that way. So I didn't want to go all the way back to Lowe's because it's pretty far. So I had to find an alternate plan. So what I did was, the solution is actually, they told me, go take your baby shampoo, No More Tears, without conditioner. Okay, you got that? Without conditioner. No More Tears baby shampoo. With one of my sprayer bottles. You dump in about half to a full teaspoon of baby shampoo. I put it in one of these. Okay, I didn't fill it all the way up. I just filled it like right to here. Okay, so and then I put in the drops. Dropped in about a teaspoon of baby shampoo. And then you shake it up, and let it sit until the foam, till the suds go down, okay? So that was done. Next is, you want to measure your film, okay? You got your film here. You're going to measure your film 1 inch. Measure your windows, and then make your film 1 inch on either side. So this one here was 28 by 28, so I made it 29 1/4, just that quarter, just in case. 29 1/4 by 29 1/4. Okay, and I cut it out. I cut it out with markers. I had a marker because the pencil didn't really work that good, so I got me a marker and a pair of scissors. Scissors are over there. You know what scissors look like. So I marked the line. Okay, make sure you get a nice straight edge. I got a 4-foot level. That's what I use. So make sure you get a nice straight edge. Make your marks. You can see. You can still see the marker on there where I cut it. So make your cut. I got my 29 1/4 by 29 1/4. Okay, and then make sure you wash the window. I had a wash sponge, wash sponge like this. I didn't want to use Windex because it says you got to be sure you get all the film off from the cleaner. So I didn't want to use any chemical or anything. So I went with this with just some dish soap, poured it in the sink, washed it through, went over the window. It was a fresh window then. Okay, and then I took my paper towels, and I washed it all clean. Okay, then when you're done with that, you're going to let it dry thoroughly, and make sure also, I want to go over this too, make sure that you scrape anything off the window also. You can't have anything like stickers or tape. Okay, I picked up this cheap scraper from Home Depot. Okay, so I just scraped it first, then I wiped it with the sponge, paper towels, make sure it was all nice and clean. Okay, then you're going to take your spray that you made out of the baby shampoo. If you get the kit from Lowe's, that's fine. Then just use the Gila solution. But if you don't have it, you can use the baby shampoo. Remember, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon I filled it up to here. Then you're going to spray this all over the window. Okay? Now some people spray the film. I sprayed the window. Spray the window totally and thoroughly. So you see the solution all over the window. You want it completely over the window. And even if it's just, running down the window or dripping, that's fine. Then you're going to take your film that you cut out. Okay? Now what I do, I'm just going to use this little leftover piece. What I do is, on these, they show you a method where you put a piece of Scotch tape on either side and pull it apart, because you got to get the protective layer off. So what I do is I just take the corner and you roll the corner. This is how I usually do stickers, and I'll roll the corner, okay? And then you should be able to get it right off. I had it off already. Let me use my glasses. I hate putting my glasses on. But anyway, you're going to roll this, and then you grab the protective part of it. Okay, so you see that protective part right there. It's a clear plastic sheet. Okay, take that off, and you want to make sure when you apply this, you're going to apply the back part that you took the protective covering off. This is going on the window, okay? So don't put the front side, put the back side on the window. So you take that off, apply it onto the window, okay? And what I do is I line up the corners on one side. I get this side and the top and the side. That's why you want to make sure it's nice and square. And put that up, and then leave the overlap on the bottom and one side. So you only have to cut 2 edges instead of 4. So line up the one corner, top and side, and then you're going to take your tool here, okay? You're going to go over it like you washed the window and now you're cleaning it off. Okay, you're going to get all the lumps out, all the bubbles. Okay, get them all out. Okay, do it both ways. Always do it. Once you do that, I picked up one of these plastic scrapers. You don't want to. I didn't use metal because I didn't want to cut into the film. But take one of these, okay, and push your bubbles out of the edges. Okay, you're going to push your bubbles out of the edges all around. Okay, if you have any bubbles in the middle, you can push it out with this, and then take your other tool, okay, and finish. Just make sure there's no bubbles or nothing, it's all flat, okay? And then you're going to push it with this to all corners. Make sure it's nice and tight against the window. Then you can start cutting. So I took my utility knife. You guys recognize this. I use this a lot. This is my 10-year flip knife. Okay, with this, and make sure you don't cut. This is only plastic, so you got to make sure that the edge of the knife, and make sure you have a sharp blade, okay? Put a new blade in so it's nice and sharp. And then you're going to, now remember, we put this corner in, and the top and the bottom were flush already, so we only got these two sides. So you're going to put your edger up here, and then you're going to cut down with your knife. All the way down, okay? All the way down this side, and then you're going to do the same thing on the bottom, okay? All the way across. And then after you're done with that, for a final time, take your tool, okay? And go over it one more time. Pulling out all the liquid that's behind it. You want it to be nice and flat. And once you get that done, go over the edges one more time. Now surprisingly, I was shocked the way that shampoo and water actually works. I mean it is actually tight on there like you glued it on. It works out really well. I was actually shocked the way, I was like, baby shampoo, no more tears and water? That's actually going to do it? Well, chemical, man, chemical engineering, man. They have the tricks of the trade. So that's basically what you do. Now, they do inside the roll. This I found in the middle of the roll. So, this is instructions. And I think it has it in Spanish and English. This is it. So you got to undo the whole roll. It's a 3 foot by 6.5 feet. So there was only enough for this one window. Okay, so if you want to, you got to look at the size of your window, excuse me. Because this stuff comes in 3 feet wide and 2 feet wide. So if it's 2 feet wide, that's great. Just buy the 2 feet wide. But these were 28 inches, so I had to go with the 36 inches. Okay, and also if your windows are bigger, you can, they'll show you how you could do it like wallpaper, where you can actually, put a piece next to a piece, and then you overlap it, and then you cut a straight line with an edge, and so it matches up nice and clean. And this, I didn't have to do that. The 36 was fine. I'd rather have a full sheet if I can, because I just don't like messing with the seam, because I always have problems with the seam. But anyway, there is instructions in the middle. The instructions inside here are a little bit different than what I showed you today, so you'll be free. You'll have a couple ways, however you feel comfortable. You can do it your own way. Just make sure you get the Gila applicant solution or mix the baby shampoo, and make sure it's no more tears. So that's all, folks. That's the Gila film, and this does have a lot of privacy. We can no longer see out to the road, and it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Again, the Gila film, privacy film. Okay, and make sure you have a good squeegee. Make sure you have a smaller, plastic blade. They make them for body work too. You can use one of them to make sure you get your edges nice and tight, and also you can use this, to cut the edges off with a utility knife. But make sure you change the blade. Use a new blade, because that cut needs to be nice and clean. All right, that's about all for today. Make sure also that you clean the window perfectly. You want to use a scraper and, window scraper, and take off any tape that's on there or any stickers or anything like that. Clean it, get all the chemical off, and then you're going to spray it with your solution. You're going to peel the back off. Make sure that you got the right side. Okay, when you peel it off, that back side is what's going to go on the window, on your solution. Okay, so make sure you have that right, because it does get a little confusing once you get the film off. I took mine totally off, and I had to remember the side that gets pushed against the window was where my thumb was. You know what I mean? Because you'll get confused quickly. That's all, folks. If you got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments, okay? Because I do get back to you. I try to answer any questions that come to me. I appreciate all the views. I appreciate all the positivity that goes on. I love that. It's great that there's still a lot of positive people out there. Enjoy your day. Ooh, happy Halloween. Share the video. And subscribe. Like and subscribe, please. This is Mr. Fix It coming at you with Gila Privacy Film. I'm out.